So with the cancer, we usually advocate 6 weeks no fruit. So what would be their breakfast if there's going to be no fruit?
Berries.
No fruit.
No fruit. Yeah, that's good.
No fruit. We want to get the glucose levels down even lower.
Green.
Pardon?
Also lentils or beans or
Yeah. What would we do for the raw?
something vegetables.
There's a group of classified as fruit, but almost not classified as fruit because they're the savoury fruits.
Tomato.
So we've got tomato, cucumber, avocado, pumpkin, zucchini, eggplant. Yep. So what would be the raw? Avocado,
Cucumber.
cucumber, celery, yeah. Again, we've got to make it so that they like it. And they can have a little grain, but not a lot of grain. So maybe just half a cup of some of the grains we just looked at. Yeah? Maybe rice. You've gone quiet.
Yeah, but I like some color to that. It's green. Tomato.
So will we put buckwheat? And or rice? And we can have some green. What would be some green?
Broccoli.
Yeah, or you could have some steamed vegetables maybe. Steamed veg, we'll just say steamed veg. Again, it depends on the lady of the house that's doing the cooking. Okay, we've got our fibre. Got a little bit of protein in here, not a lot. Protein?
Lentils.
Yeah, we'll do some legumes, yeah. Now this is what I advocate or suggest, that when someone is on the no fruit for 6 weeks, variety is very important so they don't get sick of it. So I suggest Monday lentils, Tuesday cannelloni bean, Wednesday black-eyed bean day, Thursday chickpea day. Can you see the variety there? Friday tofu. Yeah?
What about carrots? May they eat carrots because they are a bit sweet?
As long as they're not eating a whole plate of carrots.
Yeah, but the rice is still okay when you want to bring down the carbohydrates?
As long as it's not much. You wouldn't have 2 cups of rice, you wouldn't even have a cup of rice. So what would you fill up with on the steamed vegetables, on the legumes? So not much, yeah?
Do you have any ideas? I mean, you're in the health center and you can cook for the people, but if we just suggest them how they do it, then this seems very complicated for them, I guess, if you just tell them like this.
That's why we don't just tell them. And that's why we say, would you do this? Would you do that? No, no, no. What about this? What about that? That's what we always do. And as I said before, if you don't get a nod, if anything you've suggested, you say, well, what would you like to do? What could you do? And that's what you do. That's why that other breakfast, which was avocado, tomato, cucumber, sourdough, spelt toast, and lentils on top, or in Australia you can buy baked beans. Everyone has baked beans.
They're full of sugar.
That's right, but you can get organic baked beans that have no sugar in them. So you're looking at what they can do, and you know, if they have a wife who likes cooking, so there's all of that you have to play with.
We have when we have a cancer patient here. She has taken granite apple. Is that it? Pomegranate for the breast cancer because that helps only with hormone imbalanced cancers. So is that also something?
The pomegranate, because of the sweetness of it, you'd probably introduce that after 6 weeks.
Okay.
So for 6 weeks, no sugar, and that can actually flip the way the cancer cells run. Dr. Holland said when you deprive cancer cells of glucose, they self-destruct. And that's what we want. It's just for 6 weeks.
Then slowly introduce.
Yeah. Very, very low sweet. The pomegranate could come in then because that's not really high sweet. So lunch. Let's have a look at a diabetic's lunch. What are we going to start with?
Salad.
Salad. And the salad is what they like. You know, some people like grated carrot, finely chopped celery and lettuce. Some people like a salad made out of cabbage, finely sliced cabbage. So it's what they have in the garden. There's a whole range of things you can do. There's also the tabbouleh salad. You're familiar with tabbouleh, which is the parsley salad? It's usually made with cracked wheat, but we make it with quinoa. So, salad. Might be grated beetroot, it might be just tomato, cucumber, avocado and lettuce. So, and that's the beauty of the health retreat. We usually do a slightly different salad every day to show them different things you can do. Because most people don't eat enough raw. Our chefs are not allowed to serve tossed salad every day. We want some variety in the salads.
Can they take carrots?
Yeah. So salad.
Radish?
Radish, yeah. Radish is great. That could be part of the salad. If the salads are exciting and tasting, they're more likely to eat them. Now, my husband does not like garlic. He does not like anything hot. And when he has salad, he doesn't want any dressing on it. But we have a lot of very delicious dressings, so we put them in the jug and, you know, the people can choose what they like.
Seeds on top.
Could put seeds on top, yeah. Pumpkin seeds are good, especially if the man has a prostate problem, because the pumpkin seeds are very high in zinc. Yeah?
Are they damaged at all if you roast them?
Yeah, they are a little. Sometimes we'll roast them just for a certain flavour, but remember your double bonds, they do get destroyed with the roasting. Yeah.
Sunflower sauce.
Yeah?
We still like this one because with yogurt.
Sunflower sauce.
Yeah, also it's a red sauce.
We do a sunflower dressing that's sunflowers with water and lemon, garlic and salt, and you blend that a lot and it comes out white. You don't think the sunflower seeds would come out white, but they do. Yeah?
I read that some nuts are more easily digestible if you roast them.
Okay, I wonder why.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because they taste good.
Well,
Yeah, tastes good.
Yeah, it gives a nice flavour, and sometimes we'll roast for a certain flavour in a dish. We do a satay. Are you familiar with satay? Sauce, which is usually roasted peanuts, but we use roasted almonds. So we do that just for a flavour in a sauce we'll do. Remember, it's not the odd day you might roast your nuts or the odd day you don't. It's what you do every day.
What about the Thousand Islands dressing? That would be nice.
Well, what is Thousand Island dressing?
I think is it paprika
Mayonnaise
better?
with tomato puree.
Yeah.
So that's easy to make.
Yeah, and of course tomatoes, your low sugar fruits. So they're fun.
Mayonnaise, tomato, or
And sometimes you can just do olive oil, lemon and crushed garlic and salt. That's delicious.
Tahini.
Yeah, tahini in there makes it a little bit creamy. That makes it very nice. We do quite a few tahini dressings. Okay, a bit more for our diabetic here for lunch.
Stewed vegetables.
Steamed veg.
Steamed,
Yep, steamed vegetables. No limit on the vegetables. They could be stir-fried one day, steamed another day. So they could be stir-fried or steamed or baked. Remember, we're looking at a little bit of variety. Yeah.
Or a dal.
A dal, yeah. Well, we will definitely add the protein. So the protein could be, again, something with legumes. And that could be a dal, that could be a chickpea dish, it could be a whole variety of things. What some people will do when they're on a food program like this where they're trying to get those sugars down, they'll make, say, a dal for lunch and then they can have that the next morning at breakfast. A little bit, and they'll have it on toast for breakfast with avocado and tomato, and for lunch they'll have it with vegetables and salad. And that's also, that lunch could do anyone, couldn't it? In fact, the lunch we had today, we had steamed potatoes, we had a lentil dish, we had lots of salad, cauliflower. Anybody could eat that lunch. Isn't that true? So what I find is usually the most challenging is the breakfast. And that's why I have to talk to people. Do you know what? Some people doesn't want any of that. They said, I haven't got time for that in the morning. So what would be a very quick breakfast, a very common breakfast today? It's not a breakfast that I actually desire, but a lot of people are happy with it. Smoothies. So what can we put in the smoothie?
diabetic, you mean?
Well, I think we'll go with the diabetic because we're looking at low sugars. So we start off with 1 cup of fluid. What could that 1 cup of fluid be? Yes?
Water.
It could be water, but that'll be a bit boring. Let's make it a bit more interesting.
Some soya milk water.
Soy milk, yeah? Any other? Or? Almond, could be almond milk. Now what makes a very nice basis is the coconut water. Because that's slightly sweet.
I have the experience, it really depends which coconut water you get. They're not all the same.
Okay, so you look for a good one. Coconut water. I don't really buy it or use it, but I know people that do have told me the same thing. So you try different ones. And you might even contact each other and say, this is a good one. What else are we going to put in our smoothie?
Berries? Yeah.
Yeah, berries. Do you know what can make it creamy too and doesn't really change the taste too much is avocado. And when we put the avocado in, we're putting a few more minerals in. We're putting a very nice fat in,
Some nuts.
Okay, yep, some nuts, seeds. What makes it very nice is the chia. The chia gives it a bit of thickness. Or the ground flax, yep. Seeds. Now if it's for breakfast, we need to up the protein a bit. So what we suggest is a protein powder. And you can get pea, you can get hemp, you can get brown rice, organic soy, so have a look. And you want a protein powder that does not have any sweetening in it. Now if a person wants a smoothie at night, there's really no need to put the protein powder in at night because you want it lighter. But in the morning, this is taking the place of breakfast. So our fibre will be in the berries, avocado, nuts and seeds. The protein, well, that's where we do the protein powder. There is a little bit in the nuts and seeds.
And the soy milk.
Yeah, there's a little bit there. And the fats, you got some good fats in yours. There's a little bit in the almond and the coconut water. There's a little bit in the nuts and seeds. And the avocado, that's true. What some people will do is they might put maybe 1 dessert spoon. Do you have a dessert spoon? That's what you eat your dessert with? Yep. So maybe 1 dessert spoon of coconut cream. That makes it really nice and creamy. Or some people will just put a dessert spoon of coconut oil in, and they find that's a really nice way to get the coconut oil in because it's masked by everything else, for those that don't like the flavour.
I don't know, have carob also a high?
Yeah. Now carob's great because carob is called a complex carbohydrate, meaning it's not a carbohydrate that gets the sugars up. So carob powder can make it nice. And that puts a bit of protein in it. Now how the person will know that this is enough is it will take them the distance. Meaning they don't get hungry and they don't need to eat anything until lunchtime. So for some people, you'll get a real tick with that because it's just blender, throw things in, buzz, drink.
How much do you use of the protein powder?
It's usually about a dessert spoon. I guess
Only.
there. It's not a lot because it's quite concentrated, usually.